Hello and welcome to the In News series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the wildfires which are taking place in the state of Uttarakhand, that is the Nainital forest fire. So let us first understand the timeline. First of all, we'll be looking at the news. Then what are forest fires? What are its frequency in India and what are its causes? How can it be prevented? And in the end, prelims practice question. So topic of forest fire is important from the perspective of GS paper 2 and GS paper 3. GS paper 2 from the perspective of what the ministry and all the laws talks about the forest fires. And paper 3 is with regard to the environment. So let's begin. The news talks about Uttarakhand forest fire. How are forest fires caused and how frequent are they in India? So Uttarakhand forest fire is the first point. How is it caused is the second, and what is its frequency is the third point. So let's see. So if we talk about first of all Uttarakhand, so Uttarakhand is a state which lies in the northern India, and earlier it was a part of Uttar Pradesh and now it has moved away and separated from Uttar Pradesh. So if we talk about Uttarakhand, then this is the map of Uttarakhand, and specifically if we talk about, then it is the region of Nainital, Haldwani and Ramnagar forest division. So it is this area. These are the areas where the forest fires have basically taken place. And if you will see on social media, you will see many different images which you will be able to see. So look at this image. This is one of the images of the Nainital forest fire, and the fire has spread to big areas. And the situation has become so alarm that the other states is also sending help. So amid forest fires in Uttarakhand's Nainital district, the Indian Air Force was engaged in firefighting operations. So the Indian Air Force have also been called to help, and the Nainital, Haldwani and Ramnagar forest divisions were the worst affected. And on the news or on the newspaper or on the social media, if you will see, then it was one of the trending topics also, and it was coming by the name of Nainital forest fire. The fires were doused with the help of a Bambi bucket. Bambi bucket used to pour large amounts of water on the flames in relatively quick interval. So seeing the spread of the fire and the area the fire has engulfed, so the Indian Air Force was called to help, and the technique of Bambi bucket was used by the Indian Air Force. So the technique of Bambi bucket is, you must have seen in the pictures that a helicopter of the Indian Air Force is taking the water in a huge bucket, and that bucket is very huge in size, and this helps in pouring the water on the fire in a quick interval of time. So in a quick manner, this Bambi bucket technique is one of the most successful techniques, and the exact cause of these fires is unknown so far. So the cause for the Uttarakhand wildfire, or specifically Nainital forest fire, is still unknown. Now first of all, what is a forest fire? So forest fire are also called bush or vegetation fire or wildfire. So it can be called a wildfire, it can be called a vegetation fire, or it can be called a bush fire also. Then it is an uncontrolled and non-prescribed combustion or burning of plants in a natural setting such as a forest or a grassland. So see, wildfire or forest fire takes place in the natural habitat or a natural setting, like for example a forest, and this is an uncontrolled fire. It means that the control of the fire, even after trying hard, the forest division or the fire division, they cannot control the fire. So the uncontrolled fire, and in which the forest or the bushes or the grasses or the vegetation, it also gets burnt. Now that is known as a forest fire. So if you will see this image, look at this image. So do you think, seeing this image, that this fire or the extent or the impact of this fire is controlled? So it will take many days, weeks, or many times a month also to control the fire. So this uncontrolled fire is called wildfire or forest fire. Now wildfire requires 3 essential elements to sustain combustion, and these 3 essential elements are fuel, oxygen, and heat source. Now heat source can be anything, and in the summer season or the arid climate or very hot conditions, the heat source can be sun also, or the heat source can be anything. Then oxygen, it helps in spreading the fire, and fuel, you can say that the dry leaves in the forest which lie on the ground, they work as fuel many times, or the dry grass. So these are the type of things in a forest which works as fuel, because it helps in the quick spread of fire. Then if we talk about the Forest Survey of India data, so the highest number of forest fires have been reported from Mizoram, then Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, and Maharashtra. And this is the data for 2023 and 24. So in India, the highest number of forest fire can be reported in Mizoram, and the area in India where the maximum number of forest fire takes place, that is the Northeast India. And here also you will see, number 1 is Mizoram, number 2 is Manipur, third is Assam, fourth is Meghalaya. So it is the northeastern India which is very prone to forest fires. And if we classify the types of forest fires, then they can be surface fire, underground fire, and canopy fire. So surface fire means, like for example, when fire starts, so the things which are lying on the surface, like for example the dry leaves, the grasses, the shrubs, so these are the things, or these are the types of plants which catches fire. Then comes the underground fire. Underground fire means that this is a fire which takes place in underground, or you can say at the level of soil. So the basic vegetation gets caught in it. Then comes the canopy fire. So canopy fire is the type of fire which engulfs the canopy of the trees. So it reaches to the higher level as compared to the other two. Next is, how frequent are forest fires in India? It means at what interval does forest fires happens in India. So the season in India for forest fire is from November to June, and it is specifically April, May, June, because these create the dry conditions, and also the temperature is high. There is arid climate, and the sun rays are the intensity is very high. So the forest, you can say forest fire season in India is from November to June, and specifically April, May, June. Then factors like temperature, that is very high temperature, precipitation, low precipitation, very uncontrolled and very dense vegetation also helps in catching the forest fires. Then moisture content and the scale and frequency of these fires. So these are the factors which play a big role in the spread of forest fire or in start of the forest fire. Then according to the Forest Survey of India, nearly 36% of India's forests are prone to frequent fires. So out of 100%, 36% of India's forests are prone to frequent fires. Then ample availability of dry biomass in summers. So this also plays a big role, that the availability of dry biomass, and dry biomass helps in catching of the fire very quickly, and it also spreads the fire very quickly, and the dry biomass is also evenly spread throughout the forest, and that is one of the reasons also that why the forest spreads so quickly. Then the type of forest which is very prone to forest fire is the dry deciduous fire. So it is as compared to the evergreen forest or the semi-evergreen forest or the montane forest, it is the dry deciduous forest which is very prone to forest fires. Then according to the Indian Survey of Forest Report 2019, 6% of forest cover is found to be very highly fire prone. So when we talk from the regard of forest cover, so 6% of forest cover is very highly fire prone. So in all over India, there is 6% of forest cover which is very highly prone to forest fires. Then according to the ISFR 2021, northeastern states showed the highest tendency for forest fires, and before this only we studied that the maximum incidence of forest fire happens in Mizoram, then comes Manipur, then comes Assam. So maximum is northeastern states. Now what are the causes because of which the forest fire, the events of forest fire or the incidents of forest fire takes place? So first and foremost and on the rise is the man-made causes. So it is we humans who are responsible for majority of the times the forest fire incidents due to changes in agriculture and unchecked land use patterns. So man-made reasons are the most prone because of which the forest fire incidents takes place. Now the causes of wildfires in Uttarakhand. So it is first is deliberate fire by local, and many a times we see that locals deliberately put the grass on fire so that the new and the fresh grasses can come and the unwanted shrubs or the unwanted small plants, they also gets eroded from the soil. Then carelessness, like for example when people go for camping, they or people are using cigarettes, then they do not check whether the cigarettes or the burn that they are leaving behind, whether it is lit off nicely or not. Then farming related activities and natural reasons. Natural reasons can be the rubbing of trees or the leaves of trees from one another, or the very high intensity of sun rays. So these are few of the reasons, natural reasons because of which the forest fire takes place. Lighting can also one of the reasons, natural reasons. Then farming related activities. Then friction of electricity cables with dry leaves. So friction is many a times we have seen has been considered a very big reason with regard to the forest fires. And then electricity cables or short circuits are one of the reasons also. Then lightings, then local set forest on fire for the growth of good quality grass or etc. Then how are forest fires prevented? So how can we prevent the forest fires from taking place? So according to the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, so what the ministry says is the construction of watch towers for early detection. And as we know that prevention is better than cure. So if we can do early detection, then that is best, because early detection can prevent a very big or a very harmful activity from happening or from taking place. So the construction of watch towers from where it can be found out that is any area under ill effect or not. Then deployment of fire watchers, so that if any incident of fire comes to the site, then that can be lit off. Then satellite monitoring, this can also help in early detection. Then fuel management practices, so that the incidents of forest fires or the incident of fire does not spread quickly. Then involvement of local communities, because local communities are they are the people who are living in those areas, and they are the people who are very used to seeing these conditions, so they best know that how if even a forest fire has started, then how to put that forest fire in place or in check. Then the creation and maintenance of fire lines, so that if even the incident takes place, then the incident can be rubbed off. Then restriction on burning debris and campfire bans during dry periods, because during the dry period, even a slightest of fire, if it goes out, then it can cause, or it can be the starting point for a very harmful event or a very devastating event to take place. Then proper disposal of cigarettes, very important. Then education and awareness also needs to be taken into consideration, because if people will not be aware, then they will not be able to take the right steps. And even the people who are coming to forest for camping or for any other purposes, then they should be aware that what to do and what not to do. So the do's and the don'ts can also be given to them. Now in the end, a prelims practice question, and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. It is a PYQ of the year 2019. Consider the following: carbon monoxide, methane, ozone, sulfur dioxide. Which of the above are released into atmosphere? Which of the above are released into atmosphere due to the burning of crop or biomass residue? 1 and 2 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1 and 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.